Okay, so if your eyes aren't closed, I'd invite you to close them now because we are going to be directing our attention with sensations in the body. And in particular, we're going to try to locate and connect with parts of the body that are feeling relaxed, restful, maybe even neutral. So, in order to do that, we can just do a very light scan. You can start at the head, you can start at the feet, or just take in the body globally and see if we can detect parts of the body that are already in a restful or relaxed state. And for some folks, that might be areas like the feet or the hands. Could be an area like the elbows, the earlobes. But it could really be anywhere. And once you've been able to locate an area of the body that's feeling relatively neutral and quiet, we're going to hold our attention there. Just going to hang out with that experience. So kind of zoom in with our attention to that particular part of the body. And if you wanted to use a label, you could use a label rest or relaxed, quiet. And once we've hung out there for a time, we can again let the attention be free to zoom out, take in the entire body space. And see if we can again detect and connect with an experience of rest. Perhaps in another part of the body, perhaps we return to the same place over and over. And if we haven't engaged in a practice like this before, we may not be totally clear what we're looking for. So if you're noticing sensations in the body of, say, heat or coolness, of discomfort, of tingling, those are not quiet, restful places. Itching, and if we're feeling muscles that are tense in the body, we could actually invite them to soften. And in that letting go, of the held tension, we could perhaps find rest. So this practice may bring attention to parts of the body where we were unconsciously holding tension and afford us an opportunity to release it. We can contact this experience of rest in the breath. With every exhalation, it's a letting go, a relaxation. So as you connect with this experience of restful, quiet areas of the body, you may notice that areas of the body that are experiencing more activation may be growing up more intense. So, for example, if there's a pain in a part of your body, it may seem to be getting stronger, and that's perfectly normal. To me, it almost seems like when I practice this technique, it's like draining a swamp. And as I practice, the areas of my body that are experiencing tension or discomfort are more exposed. The contrast between the tranquility of rest in parts of my body is more exaggerated. So if that happens for you, just bringing some equanimity, some allowing to that experience, and perhaps finding the restful space around any sensations of tension or discomfort. So trying not to let the attention be drawn into active body sensations, into thoughts unrelated to the practice. Keep returning the attention over and over into the body, finding rest or neutral places, and hanging out there for as long as you like. Give you a few seconds before you allow the attention to be free once again. You may notice that the area of rest spreads through your body as you hold your focus. And maybe even spread throughout the entire body. So allowing it to spread, allowing it to fade, or shrink. You may notice your attention growing a little dull because this is a very restful, tranquil practice. So trying to keep the attention sharp, trying to maintain some alertness, while at the same time allowing ourselves to be absorbed into the experience of tranquility in the body, being fully present for it. Opening completely. We may notice that there might be some emotional sensations present, just allowing those to be there, allowing them to be in the background. And if you're feeling peaceful, if you're feeling fairly neutral in your emotional space, and that's also experiencing rest in the body, a quietness in the emotional space. If you get snagged by a thought, as soon as you realize that's happened, just do your best to drop the mind's grip on that particular thought. Doing our best to not attend to any mind activity, any thoughts that might be pulling at our attention. Just for these few minutes, just letting them arise and pass without pushing them away, without engaging in them, trying to maintain our attention with the restful sensations in the body. And using the label rest if the mind is strong and distracting, or there are other distractions in the physical body or the environment around us. Using a mental label can help us stay on track. So every few seconds we could, in our mind, say the label rest. Rest. Or any word, calm, relaxed. And we may begin to contact a sense of spaciousness. We may begin to experience a dissolution of the sense of the physical body, just allowing any experience you're having to be there, maintaining your attention, the experience of tranquility or quiet. In the physical feel space. And see if you can get more and more intimate with this experience. Maybe even feel like you can get inside of it. You're not observing the sensation from a distance, but there's a merging. Does there have to be a you experiencing a sensation, or can there just be the arising of the sensation? And you may want to check in with any areas of the body that may be holding tension. See if you can invite a release, but allowing the body to respond how it does. And if the tension remains, allowing that to be. Perhaps holding that tension within the tranquility. So, for the last few minutes of this practice, I would invite you to let the eyes gently open. It can be a very soft, unfocused gaze, but allowing some of the outer visual environment in and trying to maintain most of your attention with that experience of rest. So, if you've lost the sense of rest, if you've lost that connection, just again lightly scanning through the body, looking for neutral, relaxed, or tranquil areas, and just holding your attention there, really soaking that experience in. This ability to detect what can be a very subtle experience in the body can strengthen that sensory clarity aspect of our meditation skills. And keeping our focus mainly in the physical body with a sensation of rest, developing our concentration, training our attention